this shit that goes off. But it's just a little fruit pop. It's a fruit pop. It's a fruit pop. Trust me.
Up to break me down, to build me up again. They like, Hov, we need you back so we could kill your ass again. You know, it's like this thing, this love, hate.
In the realm of hip-hop, artist rivalries are a familiar occurrence. These conflicts frequently spark a frenzy of gossip and speculation, leading fans to scrutinize every detail and action. Recently, Jay-Z and 50 Cent, two legendary figures in the music world, have found themselves at the center of attention as their feud intensifies.
Right.
I will let you tell it.
No, you're the
No,
best.
I want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You proving it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proving it. Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't, people say that. He lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Kid, I need another one. You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You know, you're truly the best, and you're proving it right here, right now. I'm proving it too. Let's clear something up. People are saying he lost $50 million, but that's not even close to the truth. The reality is they offered him $50 million, and he turned it down. Who in their right mind would turn down $50 million? Well, I'd had to turn it down 4 times myself, just to keep my integrity intact. It's like that situation I mentioned earlier. P. Diddy wants to party, and sometimes you have to say no. I did, and I've got the receipts to back up everything I'm saying. That's why I can speak so openly about it. Can you here with your notes? Thanks, sir. Thank you.
You made a comment, right, saying that you knew someone that went through Jimmy Hinchman proffer agreement for a drug case. And the proffer agreement revealed that Jimmy Hinchman, he could have walked away if he would have given up Diddy. What you mean by that?
Well, what happened is that they had 9 different sessions with Jimmy Hinchman regarding his proffer agreement. So that means the feds went in there 9 different times to talk to him. And in those sessions, they asked him, what do you know about Sean Puffy Combs or Sean Diddy Combs? I don't think it was Puffy at that time. It wasn't Diddy at the time. But what do you know about Sean John Puffy Combs having sex with underage boys? And you got to realize, and people never think about this, that Jimmy and his brother, I think they had the same charges. But his brother walked away from that, and Jimmy gets life without the possibility of parole, I think. Which is crazy. For any drug charge. Nobody should spend their life in jail for drug charges. And just drug charges. But I think they try to tie him to some murders or something like that. I don't know that to be for sure. But he shouldn't spend his life in jail for no drug charges. Not at all. So, but they was gonna let him walk. If he'd have probably had to for that proffer agreement, they probably would have let him walk. If he had any information regarding Puff having sex with underage boys. That the feds asked him in 2011. In 2011, brother. So what did the feds know? Because the feds not coming there unless somebody made a report or somebody made some allegations against Puff in 2011 to ask a friend of his, Jimmy Hinchman, what do you know about that? But for them to ask him about that, It had to be more than a rumor. Somebody made a complaint somewhere. And the feds got hold to that complaint. Now they're going to investigate that complaint when they get people under the barrel, like they had Jimmy Henchman. That's why they asked him.
If he did know information, right, why you think he didn't tell?
Then they would ask, how do you know? And then it comes into play, whereas that if you know of anybody that's endangering the welfare of a child, and you see that, and you don't report it, you're just as guilty as the person who does it.
It all kicked off when 50 Cent threw some major shade at Jay-Z during a recent interview. Reflecting on his own rise to fame and the role of connections in the industry, 50 Cent asserted that Jay-Z's success was heavily linked to his relationship with Beyonce. He claimed that Jay-Z's winning streak in awards and recognition surged after they got together, and even their children appeared to be receiving Grammy Awards despite not having made a mark in the music world yet.
First and foremost, I just want to say, I know a lot of people want to hear these stories and everything like that because this is stuff that happened back in the day. And then maybe that if they knew there was going to ever be a YouTube or they knew there was going to ever be social media, a lot of the stuff probably wouldn't have got played out like it did. But things happen and these are just stories from the past. I would like to use that as, what you call that, just to clear the facts up what's going on. But it all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff and he's in exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping, right? He's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, you know, this is the first time I was ever in an exotic bookstore with Puff. So, you know, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that, because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, you know, he got to go put it on the counter and, you know, show everybody what he's getting. So as he going, I'm just looking at the places where he picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo. I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, you know, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang. So I'm still going to tease him. I'm still going to mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. So when he got I just waited at the counter. So when he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like, he gave the guy a stack something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet.
Although some might view 50 Cent's comments as just trolling, there appears to be a deeper rivalry at play between the two artists. 50 Cent has a track record of targeting Jay-Z, even referencing a backstage incident at the American Music Awards where Jay-Z made a pointed remark towards him. Despite Jay-Z's considerable success and wealth, 50 Cent's persistent jabs seem to strike a chord, fueling discussions among fans about the real reasons behind his criticisms.
We all got on a G5 jet and we flew to G4 jet and we flew to North Carolina. So later on I think that afternoon, same day, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. You know, it's Sarah, the girl, Puff, and this dude, this rapper. So I'm hearing at the door and stuff like that, like, yeah, so then next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. We had the presidential suite where we was at. So I opened the door and the dude said, yo, I'm here for my cousin. I said, who your cousin? And he said, Ja Rule. I said, well, he busy right now. He said, he busy doing what? I said, he with Puff, they're in the room, they busy, they don't want to be bothered. He said, well, I'm going in there. I said, bruh, you ain't going in there because he told me they don't want nobody to be bothering them. And he was like, yo, I don't care, man, I'm going in there. That bullshit like that. I said, yo, bruh, Jesus Christ had to come down here and take the air out of my body before you get in that room right there. Watch. He tried to bum rush me. I grabbed his and threw him against the piano. When I threw him into the piano, Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, Gene, that's my cousin. He know me well. You know, and Puff was like, yo, Gene, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on. So I was like, oh, he said it was a lot of freaking going on. So that was basically that story, man. You know what I'm saying? They went back in the room. Dude felt a certain kind of way, and he left out. So I seen them at the concert the next day, and they tried to, you know, form up against me. But my man Frank was like, I told my man Frank, I was like, yo, Frank, put yourself in that position. Somebody trying to get in the room, and Ja told you don't let nobody get in the room. What would you do? Now, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, man, but you know I ain't taking no losses. He said, yo, you good, and that was it. Bro, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there, a lot of freaky stuff is going on. You got to use your mind. What they was doing with those butt plugs.
right. Yeah,
that was crazy. Yeah, it was real wild.
One of the major controversies involving Jay-Z is his falling out with Dame Dash, his former business partner and friend. The end of their partnership shocked the industry, leading many to question Jay-Z's loyalty and integrity. While Jay-Z's rise to fame has been remarkable, his readiness to sever ties for the sake of success highlights ethical concerns about the ruthless nature of the entertainment business.
Did you ever do anything with Tupac or no? Did you ever?
No, I saw him right before he passed too. Yeah, that's crazy. Never work with him though.
What did Tupac do? He did gang-related Poetic Justice. He did Juice. And he did a couple other things. He did a basketball.
Did something with Jim Belushi. Remember he did the one thing?
What did he do? Can you Above the Rim, Poetic Justice with Janet Jackson, which I thought it was great.
Yeah. Bullet, I think is.
Oh yeah, gang-related album soundtrack was actually good. I don't know if you've listened to the gang-related soundtrack. Was
Not in a minute. Not in a minute.
Yeah, it was a really, really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Cuba, with all this stuff that's coming up with Diddy and you're on one end, 50 Cent is calling out Diddy and here's what he's doing and all this stuff, and they got the back and forth.
Yeah.
I got Suge on here.
Look at this example. Look what happened.
Yeah. And I got Suge on, exactly. No question about it. What do you think's going on with all the stuff with Diddy, with Little Rod, with, all the stories that everybody's hearing about?
You mean in terms of what?
I mean, being raiding his house being raided.
I mean, that's crazy. That's the craziest thing I'd ever. And then, hey, how about me? I wake up in the morning, I turn on the stage show, and Hector Cuba Gooding Jr. I was like, excuse me, pull me into this. I think whatever he's dealing with, he's on his journey, man. I think that God has got him on a path where I can't imagine that he's stupid enough to do whatever he's doing and keep it on his premises. I think that the raid and all of that stuff, only time will tell who was involved, who had been a frequent guest in these places and areas. It's funny because my lawyers said, you know, every outlet in the world wants to talk to you. And again, I'm like, I'm not defining myself from some headline in the press. So I stayed quiet. And it's so funny. So I'll tell you a little story about who my girlfriend is. She gave Robert De Niro 3 grandkids. Her name is Claudine De Niro. She married his son, Raphael. They separated, and we've been together for a while. But she, at one point, ran Naomi Campbell's publicity. She, at one point, ran P. Diddy's publicity, right when he started doing the white party thing. Mm-hmm. He had just gotten freed from indictment, found not guilty. Did he? And he said to her, I'm going to die running with these niggas, man. I need you to help me with the white folks and the switch. And so she helped cultivate his new image. So they had a friendship for years. But I had never met him till probably 2019-20, just casually, Claudine and I. He invited us to his house. The pandemic was starting to ease.
Beyond his feud with 50 Cent, Jay-Z has also faced criticism for collaborating with controversial figures such as R. Kelly. While his talent and influence are undeniable, these associations have sparked scrutiny, with some accusing him of compromising his integrity for personal gain. On the other hand, Jay-Z's supporters contend that his success stems from his strategic decisions and business savvy, rather than just luck or opportunism.
And hadn't seen him since that night where this guy with this picture that says that I had my shoulder on him and all this stuff, making it look sordid. Well, that picture, everyone in the room, there's probably 300 of us on the deck of P. Diddy's, I'm going to show you, on P. Diddy's boat, New Year's Eve. I went from one ship, Happy New Year. So I hung out with Tyson, and next ship, there's Drake. This ship had P. Diddy. He had his guy, his videographer. They're listening to music. And he says, hey, Cube, listen, you want to hear P. Diddy's new song? I said, yeah, sure. Sit down next to him. They didn't use this angle, which to me makes me laugh, because I go, oh, I get it. You made it look the way you wanted it to look. But that, and if you hold it, you know how you hold it and it does the thing where, can you hear all the people? If you tap it or something, it's a live picture. Do you see what I mean? It's like, here we are just listening to music. Finished, took the thing off, said whatever I said to him, left. That was it. But this guy who's suing him, going after the money, man. I'm sure. And by the way, I don't know P. Diddy's life. I don't know what he's going through. I don't know what the police are going to find on all of that.
Were you guys close? Were you guys friends, or?
We were acquaintances, just like I just showed you. Yeah. 2-3 times I've seen him. So it's.
Oh, so Diddy, you've only seen him 2 or 3 times.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So why would they include you all of a sudden in some way?
I think because of the darkness of the other grab of the cases that I already had went through.
Right. A lot of that stuff is 18, though, 19, right? Those are from 5-6 years ago, the cases.
That's right.
And that was that at the peak of the Me Too movement, or was that pre-Me Too movement?
That's right.
Is Me
That's
Too
right
movement,
when it kicked off. Yeah,
right.
That was crazy.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Diddy.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But I did not know that you guys only hung out 2 or 3 times.
That's it, man.
And 50 was with you for your 56th birthday. I think you guys were hanging out together in Miami.
Yeah, because we were in St. Bart's on that boat. But then in Miami, which is where I run around now, of course, I ran into 50 and he was promoting his champagne. I've seen Drake 100 times around town. He loves Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50.
I'm big with the rappers, man.
How do you feel about 50? How's 50 like?
It's so funny. I got a call from 50 who reached out to me and said, we got to uplift our black entertainers and let's work together. I said, great. So we'll see, I try not to voice any of my opinion when it comes to the rap songs, because just like everybody else, I'm into that music, man.
Are you following the Lamar and Drake thing?
No, I just heard about that.
Yeah, got it. I mean, that's like a whole.
Somebody just got shot today outside of Drake's house.
I
Did
heard.
you see that?
I heard.
So, I mean, it's like drive-by shooting in a gated community. I mean, that sounds a little crazy.
Yeah, Drake's security guard seriously injured in shooting at Toronto's mansion. Guard was shot inside Drake's home and had serious.
As the ongoing feud between Jay-Z and 50 Cent continues to heat up, Fans are left speculating about what lies ahead for these two music industry giants. With tensions rising daily, the conflict seems to be driven by a mix of personal grievances and professional competition.
But non-life-threatening injuries while the assailant fled in a vehicle.
Yeah, I say to them, just like I said to Tupac when I saw him in the lobby of that hotel in Chicago. He said, hey, man, help me, man. Give me some advice. I said, hey, man, just remember your artistry first. I know you're getting caught up with all this madness, but you're an artist now. He said, thanks, Cube. He hugged me and he went off. And
how old was he at the time?
Well, 2-3 weeks later, he was gone.
Oh, no shit.
I saw him, and here's the second time I saw Tupac. This is a true story. Now, I don't like the conspiracy things. But that day, he was in a convertible, like Rolls Royce. He was at the stop sign. Now, I was on a hockey tournament, so I was in Vegas as well, playing hockey, and Tyson had his fight. And I jumped out of the car, and I ran up to his car. Pac, it's Cube! And all three cars, all these cars, boom, 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 with the guns.
Get out.
No, that's Cube Good, man. Hey, that's Cube Good. And I go, oh, sorry, man. He goes, you good? I go, I'm good. I'm sorry, guys. Got in the car. So that happens that day when the sun's out, and at night they get shot and there's no cops around.
Here.
That's a true story. I was involved in that.
So in the morning, few hours later, he's gone.
Yeah. Yes. And so where were all of those undercover cops that pulled the guns on me when I tried to approach him sitting in his car convertible?
What are you saying?
I'm just saying it's weird that they were going to blow me away, and I'm Academy Award winner. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because that's 96. So
Yeah.
and 96, you're like everywhere.
I'm the man.
Yeah, you're the man in
They're like,
96.
we don't care. Get away. Back up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
By the way, what did he pay you for Jerry Maguire? I forgot to ask you earlier. Was that your big payday?
No, yeah, at that point, $600,000.
What's the biggest you made for a movie?
Oh, Snow Dogs. You know, I can't talk hell about Snow Dogs. Whoa, that was a good year. Well, that's a 1-2 hit, baby. 13 million total that year.
Wow.
I made a lot
Get
of money.
out of
that
here.
year. Yeah.
Good
Oh,
for
yeah.
you.
You know that money's gone.
Good.
I already spent that money.
Really?
Yeah, $13 million.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you made some good investments.
I made some investments, yeah, but yeah, that money.
Hey, final.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click.
A major point of interest in this feud is 50 Cent's relentless assault on Jay-Z's credibility and integrity. He's questioned the authenticity of Jay-Z's awards and accused him of abandoning former collaborators. Although some might view these comments as simple provocations, others believe they reveal deeper, underlying tensions within the industry.
I was checking out one of your lives, right? And you made a comment and you said that you rather be poor than be Diddy rich. Can you elaborate on that?
Bruh, I told this to this one guy the other day. I'd rather have a slow nickel than a fast dollar any day. My slow nickel put bread on my table. My slow nickel pays my mortgage. My slow nickel brings me home to my family. My slow nickel builds a community. We see what the fast dollar does. Being Diddy rich takes a guy that once name was Puffy, that after every tragedy he had in his life, he had to change his name. Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Brother Love, Love. Puffy, from the DC tragedy, went to when those kids was trampled over. I think 1 or 2 kids died at a function in DC that he gave. Puffy. City College. Puff Daddy. Diddy. Biggie. He comes named to Diddy. And now the allegations with Cassie and everything, he went from brother love to love. Being Diddy rich have you thinking you something that you're not. That you greater than what you're supposed to be and the people around you.
when I say I'd rather be my poor, with my peace of mind, with my own thoughts, my own community, my own love, with my family, than to be so rich that I'm thinking I'm something that I'm not. That's what they do, bro. Look how many times, what was that? You ever go to a club, it's a big shootout, and it was the Mirage, and then you come back 2 weeks later, now it's the Zone. They changed their name after every shootout. That's what happens.
At the core of the ongoing feud between Jay-Z and 50 Cent is a deep-seated clash of egos and ambitions. While both artists have achieved remarkable success, their methods and personas are strikingly different. Jay-Z is celebrated for his strategic, calculated approach and his savvy partnerships, whereas 50 Cent has gained prominence through his bold, confrontational style. This contrast in their personalities has intensified their rivalry as each strives for dominance in the shifting landscape of hip-hop. Yet, beyond the personal disputes and professional competition, this feud raises broader questions about success and fame in the music industry. What does it truly mean to succeed in a world where image and perception often overshadow talent and creativity? How much of an artist's success is due to their own skill versus their network and connections? For Jay-Z, a figure often hailed as one of the greatest rappers ever and a billionaire cultural icon, these questions probe at the essence of his legacy. Despite a career spanning decades and significant achievements, Jay-Z's is now facing scrutiny from critics like 50 Cent. This scrutiny challenges the notion of whether his success is genuinely earned or if it has been largely propelled by his influential connections.
I wasn't in the ad because of look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL had some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, what is the issue? You see what I'm saying? Like, and I with M, because like with Nori he had communication. He said, yeah, I talked to the big homie. He was saying to Jay, he was telling me, you know, the white boy wouldn't do the truth without 50.
I hit the homie, the big homie Jay-Z, right? And I told him to come pull up on me. And he pulled up on me and he said,
right? And I'm like, that's when I start saying crazy stuff, because I look and I go, oh, that's your big homie, right? And so he imaged himself after a gay painter. The big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with
so
this.
Now look, what I'm saying to you is, look, when you start looking at, that's not mine, that's theirs, they Harper, right? But when you look at, M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M, Dre, and myself, like that.
On the flip side, 50 Cent's persistent attacks on Jay-Z might reveal his own insecurities and frustrations within the industry. Even with his significant commercial success in music and business, 50 Cent has often been overshadowed by artists like Jay-Z, who have a larger mainstream appeal and cultural impact. By going after Jay-Z, 50 Cent might be trying to boost his own profile and establish his place in the hip-hop hierarchy. Regardless of the underlying reasons for their feud, it's clear that the rivalry between Jay-Z and 50 Cent has captivated audiences worldwide.
So Jay-Z recently said something crazy about he said nobody's scared of 50 Cent.
I think he would have done that if that was 50 Cent. No one's scared of 50 Cent. I want everyone to be clear. No one's scared of 50 Cent.
I think it was kind of taken out of context a little bit, but what do you think about it?
I don't think it was taken out of context. No, I think the guy who was talking to him made him feel like a punk. You see what I'm saying? So he had to say, yo, nobody scared of 50. Let's get this clear. Nobody is scared of 50. You know, but I'm not the issue. Him making you feel like a punk is the issue. And at the end of the day, I look at it and people don't assess themselves. Even really intelligent people. Jay's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? He'll analyze other people and other things that they're doing and not actually look at what's happening to him and his transition. indifference. But his actual, right now, he's in a real safe space. He created this real safe aura. This is why people walking on the stage and why shit is happening like that. A lot of it wouldn't have been like that if he actually dealt with his issues himself. See, he's ridiculous. When Cam
Alicia is supposed to be doing a song again at the AMAs, but they're gonna have like 20 security members on the stage making sure nobody bum rushes.
Everyone wasn't. They just felt, you gotta feel comfortable enough to do that. Like, see, don't get fucked up. I'll fuck up. You do some shit like that, and I'll fuck up. Let me just go on record with that shit, because I ain't really with all that dumb shit. I think everybody already know that. And they know, like, they already know. But she wouldn't have walked up there no matter how hot your record is. She'd enjoyed that shit from the seat, like everybody else. Like, yo, Bev. Yeah, you wouldn't have walked up there. You know fucking better. Like, it's not that comfortable when I'm around. You know I'm coming with something that can make the response right away if they do something crazy. Right? How you gonna be doing what I'm doing and be comfortable if you ain't got no response?
And at the end of the day, to me, Tupac number one. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody did what that man did. That man had more albums in depth than most people had living. So at the end of the day, that man had a transitional time of coming out a revolutionary rapper, turning into a movie star, a certified movie star, then coming back and dropping Me Against the World, and then coming back and dropping the double album. Man, come on, man. Go on. Half the people y'all say number one took songs from him to make them popular after he was gone. So at the end of the day, look, man, when half your raps were another man raps, then hey, man, it's great that you could take it and use it, but at the same time, it's like you gotta look at Biggie, Pop, and all that as the top five because they set the standards. You got two dead superstars that you can sit back and listen to their music, look at what they doing, how they doing it to formulate your own. They didn't have nobody to look at. They were the original copies. So right now, I'm looking at it like, yeah, you know, New York is built on who can rap the best. Okay. Well, if Big would have lived, would Jay still be the best? See, that's what I'm saying. Now, you can look at any of the podcasts from New York and they'll say, hey, bro, Big hands down. They say, first of all, tell me what Jay-Z album was better than Life After Death. None. Okay. Tell me a Jay-Z album that was better than goddamn When Pac Came Home. All Eyes on Me. Me Against the World was a classic. 2. And could stand up against a lot of albums. 2. When he went to jail. And when he went to jail, that's when he dropped Me Against the World and was killing the streets. So I'm like, bro, I was there. I lived through that shit. And you had to have a lot of things happen for you, and a lot of people had to get on your team to push you up here when these guys made that kind of noise without them people being like that. Like, I can't take this, and this is what I'm saying. I'm like, I cannot take that man's genius away from him. He is one of the best technical and baddest rappers from New York that has ever come from New York. True. But that's by New York standards. You know what I mean? Out here on the West Coast, they love Eazy-E and Cube. In Texas, they love the Face, the Ghetto Boys. In the South, they love who they love. My thing with hip-hop is just stop all this who the best. It ain't nobody the best. You just the best in your region.
That fucker. I'm sorry, I'm a little upset about it. Because Al B. Sure just came out of his coma, and I've been talking to Al, and we've been texting back and forth, and I'm just glad that he's alive to text.
Oh, wow. Definitely.
Yeah. But when you think about Kim, I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, Al B. Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know, you want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest motherfucker, because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning is gone. Just him. I guess Al disappointed you. You know, I speak for a reason. When you see this bullshit ass motherfucking game fucking with people that you love, that you like, you know, it's too many coincidences.
Too many.
Fuck you, Honeycomb.
Oh. Stamp it.
We gonna get you and your little dog, too.
Mm.
And congratulations, Young Miami. Run as fast as Cassie did. Has anybody asked themselves about that shit?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are asking about what's going on with it. Yeah, a lot of people are looking at it as like that's the way the new relationship should work.
What, to get paid?
Yeah,
She was getting $500K a month. She quit because he dropped her down.
Yeah, I think that's where they're at with it now.
No, but understand this. Think about this. And there are women in this room. Why would you quit? What the fuck is going on that $250,000 ain't enough?
Ladies?
Like, fuck the fact that he... I'm just saying, fuck the fact that he cut from 500 to 200. Who the fuck gives a shit? 200K? Who 250K? Who turning down 250K a month?
Mm.
What the fuck is going on in that relationship that 250K ain't enough?
Could see some things.
That ain't worth 250K. That's got to be some dark shit.
Mm.
Like, people are not understanding that girl quit 250K. 4 million every quarter. Well, I'm sorry, $1 million every quarter.
Shit.
Now, she was getting 2 million a quarter, but then she got, you know, fuck you got going on. That's so deep that it ain't worth $1 million a quarter.
Mm.
They told a story about Cassie one time, and she was saying someone had asked her why she cut her hair, and she was like, well, Diddy said he just liked it that way. And they said when she answered the question, it was like she was in a trance. Like, she was just like, I just don't know. Diddy just said he would like my hair this way. And it is. They was like so in awe, like how she didn't even have a thought about it. It was just what he wanted.
That's how he operates. He has people followed. He has people watched. He does all kinds of fucking. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Too much money.
I feel bad for the kids. Like, don't think that there aren't moments when I'm speaking honestly about that motherfucker that I pray that his children don't hear it. Because that's still their dad. I know what it's like to have a baby with a fucked up ass motherfucker. As much as I can't stand my ex-husband, I would never want my son to feel bad about either one of us being his parent. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. I would never want that.
Oh, you were there?
Thought I was. No, I remember when me and Albert talked about it because Kim called him crying. She was like, I gotta stop him.
Yeah.
She saved Cassie's life. So Cassie could do what she's doing right now.
Right.
She put it all on the line. Just a Christian can walk around sounding like an idiot, doing his daddy's perp walk with pride.
It's just so sad.
All of this means something a little different to me than it does to everybody else.
How do you think Cassie's feeling about this right now, seeing her video go viral like this?
I can only imagine she's a lot more upset than I am.
And for the people who didn't believe her or anything like that?
Shame on them. You want to know what's really up in this moment?
What?
Mary J. Blige knows exactly what that feels like. And that goofy will do anything. I guess she liked that scar on her cheek.
Damn.
Because he put the boots to her.
This is wild.
It took this. It took this. Ain't nobody asked how that girl's ribs felt the next day and the day after that and the day after that. They sit there and they look at that like when Ray Rice beat the out of his. Ain't nobody asked how she felt the next day. Did she have any cracked ribs? Because that nigga was kicking the fuck out of her, yo. Naked with a towel on. Carisha, please. That's what you wanted.
Jack, what is the protocol for a woman that's getting an abusive relationship? What is she supposed to do?
Well, it all depends on who the man is.
Someone
Or
that's
the woman.
rich with power, like P. Diddy.
I wish somebody would ask why Tweet was so ooey-sidal for so long, fucking around with Missy Elliott. You know, I'm just tired of motherfuckers lying about this. Just lying. All the women that have been hurt. You know, I remember the first time that happened to me. Took me 8 weeks before I could cough without wanting to vomit 2 crack ribs. They beat everybody the same way. It's like there's a fucking handbook when they sign their record deals. How to fucking hurt a bitch and keep her loyal. That nigga was so fucking like gung-ho that he woke up out of his sleep to whoop her. It's a hell of a...
So what I would like to do, first of all, Jag, I want to say happy birthday.
Thanks.
A gay tour.
December 22nd.
Oh,
That's not what they're calling it, Fifth.
No, I thought it was because I saw it on the web. Didn't she say her
What
tour
did you
was gay?
see on the web?
No, she called it.
Gaga called it the gay
She
tour.
called it, but you
No,
can't
she-
call it 50.
Why I can't?
Here's
Come
how the
on.
story went. The story went that Lady Gaga said to Kanye,
Uh-huh.
I have a large gay following, and my
Mm-hmm.
show is gay, and and don't be surprised or don't
And,
whatever.
and what Kanye say? Me too?
I don't know what he said. They didn't put that part in the story.
Oh, they ain't
He didn't
write
say
part.
that.
This is how you want to start the show, Fifth?
Nah, I'm
I
just.
love
you know,
Fifth. This is
This is
great.
how you want to start the show.
I'm the greatest show on earth, and
And the funny thing is, before we got on, you were being somewhat pleasant and not really.
yeah, well, you know, I'm
weren't really-
pleasant. I mean, just when you said it, I just thought about what stood out the most to me about the tour.
About the tour, right?
Like that was shocking for her to make that statement.
Right.
I mean, but Kanye's cool with the gay folks.
Yeah.
I have nothing against him, but he's cool with them. Like he drops his video off to them.
Right.
Like
What- I don't understand
remember
what you're
808
saying.
on Heartbreaks? Where'd he
I am
premiere it?
not playing with you, Fifth.
Where'd he premiere it?
What are you saying?
Ellen,
though? What
what's it?
exactly are you saying?
Ellen DeGeneres. She went there to premiere his video.
There's plenty of people who do that, no?
Who else?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know
man.
where you're going with this. I don't
No,
know where
I'm just
you're
saying
taking
he's conscious of the gay community and he wants them to buy a
Do
CD.
you not like Kanye 50?
I don't have a problem with him.
You seem to be somewhat. He seems to be
It-
somewhat of a punching
No,
bag.
he's
to
necessary. He's necessary. You need Kanye West and you need 50 Cent. It's the contrast between we the yin and the yang.
Yeah, it's true.
You. But you look
That I
at him
believe
as
in.
your yang.
Huh?
Do you look at 50 as your the yang to your yin?
I think
That's a good way
I
of
like to
putting
think
it.
I'm special.
Mhm.
For instance, I've been nominated for 13 Grammys.
Right.
And I have no trophies.
Mm.
You know? That's why I made a statement about Taylor Swift. Like I said, if I was actually up there, he wouldn't come take my trophy.
Right.
Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay disagrees.
Jay said nobody's scared of 50. That's what the quote was.
Yeah, but
that was.
that really, he should address the guy who made him feel like a punk. Well, he had to make it clear that no one's scared of 50 Cent because that person was obviously making him feel like maybe he's afraid or Kanye West is afraid of 50 Cent. It wasn't 50 Cent.
But
and the public misinterprets it. Like, see, well, we have, like, you know how rock and roll has punk rock?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, hip hop has cool punk. Jay's the coolest punk in hip hop. His presentation makes people decide to say,
Oh man.
you know, because he's big.
Mm.
And his take on it is bigger than the actual art form. He won't actually compete. So there's points where the artist will do things just to create a competition, like the battling that has always been a part of the culture, and it doesn't happen because he just looks like, in words from Slick Rick, these peasants.
Does that
mean
bother you?
nothing.
Does it bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me. It's just
Oh.
his choice.
Hmm.
You know, but when he has to say no one's afraid of 50 Cent, it's because the public is responding to his punk presentation. It's not 50 Cent. I don't have a problem with him.
I think he was responding to you saying that Kanye would be scared if you were on.
Kanye would not take a trophy from me. Neither Jay-Z.
Right.
Neither one of them.
What would you have?
No, we'd have had altercation right there.
What would you have done if Little Mama jumped on the stage while you was
Little Mama
performing?
would not jump on the 50 Cent stage.
What
the
would
comfort,
you do?
see
What
that
would you do?
all of these things are happening because they're comfortable with him. His presentation is.
But you can't.
He's becoming more approachable.
But
let's,
you couldn't
let's
get
just
at
be honest.
little Mama. You look crazy.
No, but Little Mama would understand that ain't a cool space for you to just be walking on to. Like, even if you appreciate Jay-Z and you enjoy him, you don't just walk on the middle of a man's stage in the
Right.
set. You know what I mean? Not at a award show. Who's confused about that? The whole audience is excited. You know, everybody would be up there if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you're saying you're.
And serious legal issues. On Tuesday, 50 hopped on social media and asked where Jay has been after Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by Homeland Security in connection to a sex trafficking investigation. Jay and Diddy have been friends for years, so it's possible 50 is wondering why Hov hasn't publicly commented on Diddy's situation. In one post, 50 shared an image of Jay's face on the side of a milk carton with "missing" written above the photo, and another picture of the Brooklyn rap legend on a red carpet waving at the cameras.
That made me think
That's
that
crazy.
he knows something. He knows something. What is he saying? What is he saying? I don't want to say nothing about Jay. You don't say nothing about Jay.
Nah.
Well,
you just don't.
He didn't say nothing though, Flacco, did he?
No, but here's why Jay-Z needs to be worried, right? Because, so if you've listened to Fox News this morning, right, they're saying Diddy was running like a sex cult and on these islands. And he was flying in like politicians and high, from me, right, and like high caliber celebrities and high caliber rappers. And they was engaging in like, you feel me, in sodomy, in sex acts, just being like, just
like how rich old white dudes do when they get they, certain, like they have a ball and they bring out the women, maybe shit like that. You can pick from type of women.
Oh, this is a different type of ball, this brother. This ball's a little different.
This ball is dangerous.
Yeah,
this ball is over
dangerous.
with.
Because, there's been all these allegations of him, fucking with, what I'm saying, young
underage girls,
people,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
underage
yeah, with the young girls.
So-
but I heard niggas been fucking with underage girls for a long
Let's
time.
be
I'll
honest.
be around the,
Hey,
the,
you know what
the
you
higher
remember?
ups.
You know what you remember? Niggas pulling up, picking the bitches up from high school.
Since then.
Since then. We've been seeing it for the longest,
Yeah.
bro. This is just on a higher level because there's like money involved.
I ain't never been that type of nigga though.
Me neither, bro.
I ain't never. Cause as soon as I left high school, I ain't never thought about going to get a girl from high
Because
school.
you probably got the mindset to actually go and move a woman. Like you can go move a chick
Yeah.
that you actually like. As if for a younger girl, these niggas know that they don't really want much, bro. They're not really wanting for too much. They just want to get in the car with a nigga, drive,
and feel like the shit.
and feel like the shit. You know
They
what
want
I'm
a bitch
saying?
cause the bitches that be your age or older know what type of nigga that is for real.
Yeah.
Like you really a lame pulling up to the. I might not never pull up to the school I'm gonna pull up to the college out of high school.
Yeah.
I'm the type of nigga in high school. If I had it like that in high school, that'll get me a college bitch. That
It
my
don't-
first year. Oh, go ahead.
It don't take much to move them, to have them. Their mindsets ain't really there. Just say, hey, and decipher to be like, oh, he shouldn't even be talking to me. Every bitch back in the day I used to talk to when I was going to school always had an older, like somebody.
I
that was
got a
fucking with
nigga
them.
in college.
Yeah,
Bitch,
some
your
crazy
stupid
shit.
ass. That nigga weak for real. Still now, all them niggas, we outgrew all them niggas.
Facts.
All them niggas weak as shit.
No. Here right now, like for those niggas, like the 2012 like Chevy Malibu and the $18 an hour job ain't moving no grown bitches.
Right.
But yo, you tell like a high school bitch, yo, I can pick you up and drop you off like from school every day. You feel me? Give you some, you feel me? Some like
My nigga got a car.
Man, what?
Bitches
Man,
in
come
school
on,
be
man.
happy that a nigga got a car.
That nigga stopped me by 7-Eleven and let me grab a couple snacks on the way to school.
Oh,
that
yeah,
shit's
yeah.
crazy if you really think about it, bro. For real, my nigga.
Right. Hey, to all the niggas out there going to pick up young girls, stop it because pussy is out here, bro, and they giving it to you and selling it to you. So you ain't gotta have no game nowadays. Cause just go get you a couple dollars, cause most of y'all bitch ass niggas got good jobs or got jobs. Cause just go pay for some pussy. They giving it out. They selling it.
Look though, well, there are some seniors who are 18 years old, right? So is it just if she's in high school, period, even if she is
I'ma be
18,
honest with
she's
you.
off limits.
I'm a firm believer, bro.
Yeah.
If she 18, she off limits.
I don't like to fuck with nothing with teen in it.
Yeah.
It just don't sound right.
Yeah.
Anything around teen can lie to you.
19,
True
yeah,
facts.
bro.
Anything- if she's 17, she say she 18.
And
you know what I'm
they
saying?
say the shit about like 14-year-olds fucking around with 18-year-olds, 19. You know what? I'm not even gonna be mad at that because they still teens. Once he changed to that 20, and
Yeah, you out of
that teen changes,
yeah.
you out of bounds already, dog. You got to get that up.
Right.
That's
right.
out of here, homie.
Yeah.
You gotta get it up. Once you change out of them teens, dog, you're into 20.
You should stay out of them teens.
You should stay out of the teens, bro.
Right,
you shouldn't
right.
fuck with that shit no more. I
Right.
think it's wrong.
Facts. Yo, listen, cause with Diddy though, like there was a lot of like rumors like for years, and now the rumors are now being confirmed. So with Jay-Z though, there was rumors that he was fucking with like a 15-year-old Foxy Brown. You feel me? So now with like those rumors now, I don't think Jay-Z is the type of nigga who will fuck
I ain't
with.
gonna put that on him.
Yeah,
but listen.
It's been out there.
Yeah. Just shit that's already been out there. You feel me? It's shit that's been out there.
No, right. So like now I feel like Jay-Z plays ball like more than Diddy, right? Cause Diddy, like, again, man, once you niggas get rich, once you niggas get blessed by playing ball, once you stop playing ball, bro, it's gonna be a problem, right? So Diddy got rich off of shucking and jiving and cooning for like 20 years, right? And got on, and now he's trying to be like Brother Love and Black Power and like the Revolt Summit, and not trying to sue a multi-billion-dollar company for what they owe him. Nigga, is you out of your mind? Cause I'll be real, bro. Cause like in all this shit, like started to like unravel as soon as he sued that like liquor company, right? So I personally feel like Jay-Z is safe until Jay-Z stop playing ball, bro. You feel me?
Oh yeah. I think yeah, for sure. And then Diddy try to win people over towards recently. Like, you know, he just been trying to win people over. You could tell with the love and the brother love. And then once what's the name came out? Oh boy.
Who? Ron?
Huh? No. What's his name? About the murder.
Oh yeah, Ron, right? Oh no, Keefy D.
Keefy D, once Keefy D just started making a lot of noise. Keefy D, and did he know Keefy D know whatever the fuck he know? You know, he might be putting extras, he might be scared, but like, damn, cuz one thing, boop, bop, bop. These last 6 months, Cub been stressing. While we just been sitting back, Cub been stressing. He knows shit, but I don't know, cuz for the most part, damn, it's just his talent thing that I personally wouldn't want to let go with, and his drive of a hungry man I ain't never seen before. You ain't never seen no nigga come how Diddy come hungry, starving, and build an empire. Is just that you got to do right by your people. Not even because situations come like this.
I ain't gonna lie, you're right. It's trash that the body of work will go down the drain.
Right,
because of
right.
this, because even with R. Kelly, even though he did all that, he's
I
guilty,
fuck with R.
still
Kelly's
love the
talent.
music. I love the music.
Fuck not with him as a human.
Yeah, but his music and the body of music he's left behind is unforgettable. Dog.
Right,
And if
right.
a motherfucker sits there and says anything else, you're purely just hating on good music at this
just
point.
Wait though. So even like with like like with R. Kelly, right? So people like getting fucked up, and he never got convicted for no pedophile shit. He got convicted for running a quote unquote sex trafficking criminal organization, right? So they're saying that R. Kelly and his team would recruit, fly bitches out, and pay them like to fuck, right? And that's illegal. So the only time that we seen in R. Kelly on trial for some like pedophile sex abuse of a kid charge, and he beat it, right? Like, right, feel me?
They was giving their kids to care.
Facts.
He was a creep for sure.
Of course, listen, facts. But
they were the parents. If the parents need to be prosecuted too.
It always comes back to the parents. When motherfuckers start dissecting it, see how
That's
you
what.
said naturally.
That's all I was saying.
Bro?
Yeah, of course.
Parents need to be prosecuted too, because they was giving that man them kids and they wanted to get on.
Facts.
Yeah, now the fact they can win and make some money too, now they double back on cuz.
Come on, dog. Look at Bill Cosby. How they let this nigga got out, all charged.
Bro, Look, and then
Bro.
anybody that was with Bill Cosby knew what the fuck they was doing. You going in there with your young fine ass coming in there with that old nigga having a drink, bitch. You know what time it is. Dead homies, so no cap. Like if a bitch
I
coming,
don't want to hear that though.
if you coming in with me and you hanging out late night, any bitch that's coming hanging out late night over my house on insane crib, she know what time it is. After a certain amount of time, if you don't know what time it is,
you gotta go.
It's time. Then you gonna know what time it is.
You feel me? You gotta go. No, bro. Like even right. So again, so Kelly was definitely like a creep and a pedo, right? You feel me? You know, like just based off the stories. But what he was convicted of, bro, like we can't put that jacket on him. You feel me? Right?
Oh, you saying by technicality, you cannot call cuz a pedophile. I didn't know what he didn't get convicted for.
Right? Listen, bro, he got 30 years for sex trafficking. Like, come on, homie, bro.
See, and that's what I don't like. I hate it, bro, because once there's some bitches around somebody in a sexual manner, they always try to find a way to put some type of sex trafficking on it, bro. Instead of just saying everybody was fucking. In that, it's a blatant sense. It's right in your fucking face, bro. But they put that shit on pimps. They put that shit on anybody who has something to do with
it. Carries more time.
It carries more time, bro. It makes it stick. Who you think they built that shit for? They know niggas is fucking with that shit.
Right.
Niggas ain't selling drugs no more, bro.
Yeah.
They're not putting
pussy.
niggas away for fucking bricks of heroin and cocaine no more, dog.
They not.
It's not the 80s.
Niggas getting out for that now.
Niggas getting out for that now. So they gotta find a new thing to put niggas down for. What's
On top
next?
of that,
Niggas sex trafficking.
Yeah.
You fuck.
And they wish the bitch was young even when you
on
was first
everything
fucking
I
with her.
love, bro. They just want you to just tell us that he made you do something against your will.
So they can both pandering
They'll
on there
talk
with
her
you too.
into it, bro.
Yeah, no cap. We don't
Straight
even
up.
care about you.
We'll pay you to come to court.
Yeah, and what's
You
so
ain't
crazy?
never heard of that? They'll pay chicks, bro, to come to fucking court that don't want to come. Like, hey, look, just come to court. We already got it written out. What you just say yes.
Yeah,
I would say
did
from
this.
the Bay. I would say from the Bay to LA, them police right there, like they not playing about trying to put that extra time.
You got a lot of people, man, that's wondering why Farnsworth Bentley, why he hasn't came out and defended Diddy. They was real cool at one point, so.
Well, I was there when Farnsworth Bentley got his actual name. How they came up with the name and everything. We were sitting in front of the apartment building on 74th and Park Avenue. It was me, him, Tony De Niro. Puff was upstairs. They was trying to figure out, he had became Puff, one of Puff's personal assistants. You understand? To make sure all Puff shit is there when we get ready to go. Everything that was supposed to be in order. That was Farnsworth Bentley's job. When Puff has to go to restaurants or places like that, he made sure everything was straight with that. You know what I'm saying? And he had another assistant too. But Farnsworth Bentley was his personal assistant, put out his clothes, told him what he should wear, all that, like a stylist and personal assistant all together. So we was in front of the house, and this dude, Tony De Niro, he played guitar in that Bad Boy for Life. The black dude, not the white guy. The black dude who played the guitar, that's Tony De Niro. I think he might be from California or something. So Tony De Niro was like, yo, we got to think of a name for you, man. And if you're going to be his personal assistant and slash butler slash umbrella carrier, whatever you going to do, you understand? We got to think of a name for you. We're going to try to make you like Bentley or either Farnsworth or either Bentley. You gotta be, you gotta have that kind of persona. You gotta dress all the time, be neat, and the whole 9 yards. And then the dude, Derek, was playing with him like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know how to do that. I could be over the top. He was acting like that. You know what I'm saying? I could be over the top. So he was saying that. And the dude, Tony De Niro, said, we got to figure out a name for you, man. It's got to be on the level of, those characters. He said, you got to be like Farnsworth. You got to be like Bentley. He said, "Fuck it, we're just going to call you Farnsworth Bentley." And he said, "I like it." And they start calling him that. His name Farnsworth Bentley. I said, "These motherfuckers corny." Like I was like, yo, believe this. But he was always right there, but not like at nighttime when we was at doing things, he wasn't around, bro. He was only there when the cameras was there and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know how much he could do. I don't know if he would say anything because he probably signed the ND, a non-disclosure, and he don't want to say anything against Puff anyway because Puff got shit on him. And I ain't talking about no sexual shit, none of that shit. The nigga was stealing, bro. Yo, bro. The niggas I don't want to put that on sticky fingers. That nigga right there, bro, don't lay nothing down around him. You heard me? Don't lay nothing down around dude right there. Dog, Jennifer Lopez had these boots, they cost $5,000. I'm like, what kind of fucking boots cost $5,000? Now you gotta realize this is like in 2000, early 2000. These boots cost $5,000. And because she was gonna be out of the country or something like that, she didn't have them come to her house down in the village because she would have never got it because they'd be stealing her stuff down there at her apartment. So she had them come to Puff house. She wanted these boots so bad. She was mad. They looked through everything trying to find Jennifer boots. Cause Puff had like Puff, people used to just give him shit and send him shit from everywhere. So he had this room, this mail room in his house with numbers just that he never even opened. But I don't know how Farnsworth Bentley found that shit. But we went over there to his house and we found a lot of Jennifer shit and everybody else's shit that belonged to Puff. I guess Puff had too much stuff in the room and he was just keeping them for it.
And you seen this with your own eyes? That's crazy, man.
My own eyes, bro. We went to his apartment.
He don't even seem like that type of dude, yo, but damn.
Security else, we went over there, man. They had to do shit, bro. And that's why Puff had stopped messing with him. And then he goes get a show. Puff ain't say nothing. He went and got a show of how to be teaching thugs how to be the gentleman. I hope the first thing he taught them motherfuckers is, don't steal.